What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, I've always said that I believe that exchanges are kind of the real villains in a way when it comes to promoting a lot of different cryptocurrencies, ones that honestly people shouldn't really be looking at, but then seeing those things that have failed and then they get off kind of scot free at offering those and promoting those and pushing them and seeing money drivers. Like, it's just a lot of. Kind of their fault, right? If it's not offered on that platform, it doesn't become as popular as it is. Um, but there's also other pieces to it to where it feels like a bribe. It feels like they're trying to bribe or blackmail or any of these companies, right? And it's just very interesting to me that no one has really put this 100% together. Like, they would always blame, an influencer or somebody that has some notoriety, somebody that has some popularity on seeing something, fail, right? When in reality, it's definitely primarily on the project as well as where it's offered. If it's not offered in places, you're not going to have the ability to purchase those things. And while I'm not saying that they shouldn't be held accountable, I think exchanges should definitely be held more accountable than what they are, right? People look at it and just take a back seat, right? They don't look at it and go, you know what? That does make sense. And I want to talk about that in this video because XRP and Ripple are kind of bringing up this topic again and how um, XRP and Ripple and the XRPL may be in trouble because of resurfacing allegations between them and Coinbase. So, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you can check out my links down below. I have a link for Patreon, for Twitter. I also have a link for BTCC if you want to utilize that platform. It is a new platform that, well, I've been using it for over a year, but a lot of people, it's new to them, where you can trade up to a 500x leverage, up to 40% lower trading fees with my link, extra bonuses up to $10,055, as well as a first time deposit bonus. And they have a giveaway going on until the end of this month for 375 USDT. So definitely check it out in the description. Also in the description is a link for FortisX. If you guys want to check this out as well, it's a place that offers managed staking. They have 20.63 up to, right, 20.63 percent variable APY with no lockups. You can withdraw anytime with things like XRP, Ethereum, USDT, and a lot of other things. So it's built for long-term holders. You're holding cryptocurrency anyways. Definitely check it out if you guys are interested in earning a little bit extra on the XRP or whatever cryptocurrency that you currently hold. Now, just to kind of get into kind of where the market is. The current market is sitting at a $2.33 trillion market cap. But more importantly, right, when we look in closer, XRP is sitting at an $82.72 billion market cap with just under $2 billion worth of volume. We are seeing a decline in holders from the 525,000 holder level to now 519,000. So definitely seeing a decline in the last week or so. Circulating supply still at 61, nearing 61.5 billion coins, while the price is sitting at $1.34. Now, we want to see it grow a lot more, but this is not the important topic right now. The important topic comes from this, right? You have a price prediction, but you have Coinbase versus Ripple allegations that are resurfacing. So XRP price is trading at $1.36 amid renewed controversy that could rattle institutional confidence and prediction in the asset. And in the exchange that hosts most of its volume. The allegation isn't new, but its timing is pointed. Ripple CTO David Schwartz the first raised the pay to list claim in 2023 and is back in circulation with fresh teeth. What happens next? At the $1.27 $1.27 support level may answer questions the chart has been asking for weeks. Crypto commentator Pumpus, am I saying that right? Reignited the dispute on X, citing Schwartz's earlier claims that Coinbase demanded millions in listing fees before agreeing to carry XRP. According to the account, um, Ripple initially refused, and the asset sat off platform until the deal was struck. This is something that, right, I know you can get into, maybe a little bit more detail, but this is something that really bothers me, right? I've talked about this, right? I still think, you know, people obviously should be held accountable, right? If they talk about, whatever and it fails very, very quickly. But when it comes to projects, if you don't know, most of the hype and most of the push that they get can come from these exchanges. And because of the exchanges making money off of listing that, they make money by having the asset on their balance sheet. They make money by asking them for a certain amount in order to list the coin, list the project, and that's where the greed really comes into play, and that's where they don't get held accountable, right? They're pushing it with I don't even know how many people they have or how many followers they have on Twitter, but I'm pretty sure it's north of 5 million. So you're talking about millions of people that are following Coinbase for new coins, millions of people that are following Binance for new coins, millions of people that are following MEXC and KuCoin for new coins, and they're like, oh, this is being offered. Let me dive into it because it's brand new and it's going to skyrocket. But then what happens when it collapses? Well, Coinbase just delists it after a certain period of time. But they were paid $1 million, $2 million, or multiple millions of dollars to list that coin. And nothing, they are not held accountable at all, even though they listed it. They pushed it to tell people, this is what I'm listing, to get people to buy it, right? They have multiple levels that they are doing in order to list the project, and it makes it difficult, especially something as popular, as big as XRP, to say, you know what, we're not listing your coin. I don't care how much volume you get. We're not listing your coin until you pay us to list it. Like, that's where that is a huge problem. But since this is resurfacing, is this a problem for XRP? Is this a problem for Ripple and everything that they've done there, right? Is this going to be kind of pushback on Coinbase for what they've done? Or is it going to be now pushback on XRP to where maybe it's not pushed in the front page, or it's not as accessible, or something like that, right? Is there something that can be done that now XRP ends up struggling from? That's what the concern really is with this resurfacing. But I've always said that the pay to list situation is not something that I like at all, because Coinbase, and even though I utilize the platform and buy cryptocurrency from it, I think they should also be held accountable in a big way when you talk about a project, getting delisted, right? Project getting, you listed the project because, you were either paid to list it for a certain period of time, then you delist it, and then for them to get back on the platform, they then have to pay again, which then you put out another statement, hey, it's offered again, go and buy it, and millions of people flood to the scenes to buy that position, and then maybe down the road you delist it again. Um, I wouldn't say it's a scam, but this is definitely kind of making my point here when you have, the CTO come out and say these things, back then, to have many people now understanding that. I don't know. It's just a little weird to me. But XRP is not in trouble from what I understand. But the more that this gets talked about, we'll see. We will see. But XRP is currently standing at a price that I wish it would just continue to rise instead of being at this $1.34 level. But it's the entire market, right? It's not just XRP. It is up by 1% today, but it's not enough. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Again, check out my link for BTCC down below. Also, if you want to check out my link for FortisX in the description as well, that would be great. I'm going to get out of here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.